everybody, it's Stephen and Walter here for another episode of So Chatty, and a very special one today, and that's why we're wearing our special little horns. I know some of you are disappointed that Walter's not wearing his balls, but he's not. He wanted his red, and he's very selective today about what he was going to have on his head. I had a different pair laid out for him.
Well, I didn't really like them because they were a little heavy and they had lights on them.
Okay. Whatever.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug, yeah. Anyways, yes, we're horny little deers today, and we're going to show you the Kawartha Quilt store, shop, fabric store, quilting, whatever it's called, Santa Sack. Now, we've had it for the last 2 years. This is our third year with it, and we're going to do an unbagging. It's not in a box, it's in a bag.
And it's not really an advent calendar.
No, it's not.
Supposedly for a often a Christmas present.
Yeah, like
So,
some people.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, okay, yeah. In a few minutes, we're going to open this up, and if you are one of the people who bought the Kawartha quilt bag, and you probably aren't an American, you'd probably be a Canadian, and probably a Canadian located in our area, and if you haven't opened it yet, and you're saving it up for Christmas Day or whatever, turn us off. Come back to us after Christmas, after you've opened the bag, and you can watch our opinion of it then, because we don't want to spoil it for you. But so just keep that in mind, okay? But before we do that, what else has been up on this rented lips and tongue? Okay, let's take a look at what I've been up to. A little sneaky peek, because I will be talking about these things in much more detail next week on the Idiot Quilter. So my Christmas sock, and I like the way this turned out. I didn't like their instructions though for lining it. They did it in kind of a weird way. I mean, basically you do it the same way as you do a bag, a tote bag. But I'll talk more about that on Tuesday. But this is an in the hoop design. It is 3 pieces that you sew together to get that effect. And I was thinking of making a couple of them, but they take quite a while and I get bored easily. So one is enough. Now, speaking of getting bored easily, okay, I didn't really want to start a new project, but on the other hand, I wanted to do something. And I was going to start doing a bag but I had to wait for some stuff I needed for the bag to arrive from Monfil. I needed some stabilizer for it, which has already arrived, and I'm going to be starting on that bag, the Hollywood Duffel, I think it's called. And you may be familiar with it because I know other people have made it and have it on their YouTube channels or in Facebook or Instagrams or whatever. So I bought the pattern some time ago, and it's my next project. But in the meantime, I wanted something on Wednesday when we had the usual Sewing with Stephen Day to work on something. And so I thought, well, I had all these half square triangles that I've saved from other projects. So I thought, well, I'll start putting some of those together, maybe just make some different styles of blocks and maybe sew them all together and make sort of a sampler quilt with this. But I didn't have enough of those. So I went into my file of orphan blocks and pulled out a bunch of them. And this is the end result. And actually, for something that really, if you looked at any of these blocks carefully, there's mistakes in them. That's why they're orphaned. Or they were ones that I made from scraps, trying little experiments, things like that. I didn't worry about colors or anything like that. I did try to achieve a certain amount of symmetry here and there, and you can see some signs of that. But really, generally, I just threw them up on the design board when I got enough from up there, sewed them all together. And I've added a gray, which is kind of out of my color wheel. I don't usually do borders in anything but darker colors, but I decided to do gray in this one. I was going to do white originally, but then I thought, well, there's a lot of white in the quilt already. The gray might,
Offset it.
That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, words fail me today. So maybe next week I'll get it on Lucy, and I'm going to just quilt the hell out of it. Because I don't care. It's a junk quilt as far as I'm concerned. And I don't know what I'll do with it when I get it done. If I get it done before Christmas Day, I might give it to our niece Karen for her dog. I had another one out there for her dog too that I haven't got around to quilting yet, which was another scrappy one. I don't know. I kind of like it though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all irregular. It's I mean, the one thing I did do is I made sure all the blocks were 8.5 inches square. If they weren't, I added coping strips. So that's why you'll see some blocks have a little white piece, a 1/4 inch white piece all the way around them or in a certain part of it, just to, you know, make them all fit properly. And yeah, I cut off points here, there, whatever, and things like that. But it's just a little palette cleanser, as I call it. But the big news this week, are you ready for it? We picked up Stormy Sea. Stormy Sea is now completely quilted, bound. They did a wonderful job at Kawartha Quilting of this. And there it is on our bed. It is a big quilt. Now, our bed doesn't look that big maybe in this picture, but it is a queen size bed. And it goes right to the floor. It drapes really nicely. And I did have them use wool batting. I've never used wool batting before in a quilt. And I have been told that wool batting does make a very soft and very drapey quilt. And yep, it certainly does. Now,
it does feel different than
yeah, it feels different than the other stuff. It's got a more, the polyester blend, the 80/20 that I usually use, even after it's washed, it's a little stiffer. Now, I have not washed this quilt yet. So, and it's not going to get washed for probably some time. But not that I'm afraid to wash it, but I just, you know, I like it right now the way it is, but I think that the wool will probably bunch it up a little bit more, make it even fluffier. But it has a fluffy feel to it right now, even though it's never been washed. But she did a wonderful job of the quilting. You can see bits and pieces of it. I didn't want anything that was going to take away from the piecing, and we went over different designs when I took it in. And this one I think was called Vortex or something. It sort of like that, undulates. It's sort of like waves. I thought it was appropriate. Yeah. I didn't take a picture here of the back of it, but I had to piece the back. Only like I had to use a strip of a batik that is used on the front of the quilt in certain of the blocks because I didn't have enough of the 108-inch backing fabric. And I was a little worried about that, about piecing it. And I told her when I took it in, okay, you know, if this is going to give you a problem, if you've got something that you think will work better that, you know, doesn't have to be pieced or whatever, then I'm all for that. I gave her carte blanche for that because I trust them there. And it worked out fine. So when we went in to pick it up, I said, did you have any problems? Because my biggest fear was that one of my seams would open up when it was being quilted. And they do computerized quilting edge to edge. And you know, if your foot gets caught, if a seam opens up and gets caught in it, it's still going at the machine. And if someone's not right on top of it, yeah, it'll start to tear into your quilt, and that's just going to make a mess. And I spent way too much money and too much time on this quilt to have that happen. But she said no. She said there absolutely was no problem whatsoever, which made me very happy about that. But I was very, very careful with my seams on this, and I was very careful to make sure my seams were going in the right direction when I pressed them, and made sure everything was as flat as I could possibly get it. And yeah, she said there was absolutely no problems with it. So you're probably wondering how much it costs to have this done. Well, it's 108 by 108 inches, this quilt. I bought the wool batting. They had it there. I bought it from there in the store. I had them bind it, square it up after it came off.
Well, actually, part of the quilting process included the batting, right?
No.
No, you didn't actually buy it as a separate item. Like when you got the bill that included the batting.
3 prices on the bill.
Mm-hmm.
One was for the actual quilting. Other price was for the actual batting.
Yeah.
Third price was for the binding.
Okay, so that's what you've paid that all together. It included the batting. You didn't say that. You made it sound like
I haven't said yet how much it costs.
No, but you said you bought it separate just now.
All right, let me reiterate. Maybe I'll do it in sign language for those that can't hear. What I meant was I bought batting, wool batting, from them. I didn't take my own batting in.
No, I know that. But I meant you made it sound like you bought it from them and then they got it quilted. Never mind. Go ahead. We've got it fixed now. Never mind.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Before I was rudely interrupted by a whole lot of extraneous information that nobody needed to hear because it pertains to nothing. So they quilted it. It cost $368 for them to quilt it. Plus, I had to pay for the wool batting. The wool batting was $28 a meter. There were 3 meters. Plus, I had them bind the quilt. And they bound it with the leftover backing fabric, which is fine because that's exactly what I would have done if I had been quilting it myself at home on my long arm. And they hand bound it. And they charge about 30 cents an inch. So all those 3 things plus tax together came to about $686 and some odd cents, which I think it was worth every penny of that. But to date, this is my most expensive quilt because the kit cost me over $400. I had to buy 3 meters of backing fabric, and that cost me just over $100 for that. And then, of course, all the quilting. So this quilt, in dollar amounts, what I spent to finish it cost me about $1,600 in around that, or maybe a little less than that. No, that's about
figure
okay. Oh, here we go again.
500 plus 100 is 600.
Uh-huh.
Plus 600 and something for quilting.
You forgot about. Oh, I had to buy extra fabric too for it because I wasn't sure I was going to have enough fabric.
Oh,
and that cost me about another $100 on top of that. All right, if somewhere between about $1,400 and $1,500. Fine, I stand corrected. I should also put in the charge for extra aggravation from him. So whatever. Oh, geez, you're such a.
I still don't see where you get 1,400 from, but anyway, go ahead.
It cost a lot, okay? It turned cheap.
To me, like 600 and 600 comes out to 1,200.
Fine, whatever. 1,200.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Not counting my time?
No, we don't count for your work.
Anyways, geez, he can be such a ass. All right, so moving on. Here's other shots. No, that's not other shots. I have other shots of it in close-ups that I'll show on the Idiot Quilter. This shot, though, this is what we saw as we were driving to Kawartha Quilting. I took this picture because it was pretty. And that's what things were looking like when we went up on yesterday.
Yesterday.
To pick up the
Yeah, we had
quilt.
a big snowstorm on Wednesday, and it left all the flocking all over the trees, and it was kind of interesting.
What do you mean flocking? That's snow. How did you get flocking from that?
Snow.
That's snow. I'm just pulling one of you. Whatever. So yeah. So that's what we had. And I think that's all the pictures I have to show you. Yes, it is. Okay. I did take a little video and I was going to show that to you, but I think I'm going to save that for my vlog because our main adventure right now is to go to this open the Santa sack. But before we do, sewing with Stephen on Wednesday. Yep. Now, this one coming up will be the last sewing with Stephen until we get past Christmas because Christmas Eve falls on a Wednesday. And that'll be 1 week from this Wednesday coming, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we're getting ready for the next day, Christmas Day. We have lots of cooking, lots of prep to do and things like that. We will be having, though, on Christmas Eve at 7 p.m. And I will put up a link, not next week, but the week after. Or actually, maybe tail end of next week. It's a Zoom. Everybody's welcome to come. It'll be a couple hours long. We're just going to have some Christmas cheer, maybe share stories from the past about Christmases past, maybe play a game or two. I haven't really planned it out yet completely. So a couple of funny videos or something that are Christmas themed, that kind of thing. Okay. Just, to kind of get everybody in the Christmas Day spirit. And also, I know there's a lot of people out there that may be alone this Christmas, and so this will give you maybe a couple of hours to socialize and enjoy the time together. So that's going to be on the 24th, of course, and Christmas Eve falls, as I said, on a Wednesday, so I'll be too busy during the day to conduct a Sewing with Stephen. So, but we'll pick them up the week after. Well, the week after would probably be New Year's Eve, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And I am doing, yeah, so there probably won't be two in a row, but there is going to be on New Year's Day a pop-up sew day. And there's another pop-up sew day before then, which is 1 week from this Saturday coming. So on December the 20th, that will be a pop-up sew day. And speaking of pop-up sew days, Russ of Quilt Meets World, he is having one of his sewing shenanigan days this Sunday starting at 8:30. If you're on his mailing list, you already know this and have the link for it. If you don't have the link for it, it's a Zoom. Then if you go to his Wednesday vlog just past this week, he has a link in his show notes for you there, and all are welcome at that as well. And we always have a good time. So it's going to be a really sewy weekend for us, because tomorrow we're going to Walter's group, the people who sew garments, more shirts. Speaking of which, how are you doing on those Christmas shirts?
Well, I finished folding all my fabric, so I'm getting to the shirts now.
Well, Christmas is coming.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So anyways, is that what you're going to work on?
Yeah.
On tomorrow? Okay. So yeah, so we're going there, and I've got a project I'm working on, a simple one. It's that, if you remember, I showed you the panel with the cat and the sunflowers called Sunny and the Sunflowers. Well, I'm working on that. It's very basic. But it's just something to do. Okay, so lots of things happening here. Also, you know that we've done two unboxings, two groupings. We've already done the December 1st to 5th unboxing the Missouri Star quilt box. Link is in the show notes if you haven't seen it yet. And I know a lot of you have seen it because we have had over 2,000 views. 2,092 to date on that one. Wow. You people want to see what we said about the box. And there's a second unboxing for days 6 to 10. That went out on Wednesday of this week, on the 10th, and we've already had 1,242 views on that. The next one, days 11 to 15, will go out become live on Monday, December the 15th. So yeah. All right, so unbagging. So here it is. This is the Kawartha Quilt Santa Sack. And I think I've got it every year they put it out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I got the first year. This is the third year.
Yeah, and so if you received one of these, you might want to turn us off.
And if you haven't looked at yours yet and you're saving it for Christmas Day, okay, now's the time to turn us off. All right, but do come back eventually. Okay, so one thing, they always put them in these red sacks, and they always do an embroidered design on it. They do not buy this bag with this on it. They do it themselves. Put it on. They're a Bernina dealer too, so they've got probably using the 990 or whatever to embroider with it. But it's always very nice design on it, and you can see it's got a ribbon. It's all tied up, and I have not peeked. I'm dropping stuff on the floor. I have not at all. Oh, come on. There we go. I have not looked in it at all. And we just picked it up on Tuesday. It's been sitting in a corner. So we're going to open it now. Now, as Walter already mentioned, unlike the Missouri Star quilt, these are not numbered. And they're not meant to be opened like an Advent thing. I believe last year and the year before, I think there's roughly about 15 items in the bag. We'll see that.
And what did the bag cost?
Oh, the bag was I want to say 180 Canadian dollars, but I'm not sure if it was that much. It might have been 160. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it
Okay.
might have been $160. $160.
Well, okay. Well, we're not sure.
We're not sure, but it doesn't matter. Now, I'll tell you right now, we are going to rate each of the things out of a scale of 5 and talk about it. I have great anticipation for this bag because the last couple of years, I felt that I got my value out of this. Totally different from what I think about the Missouri Star quilt. That one I thought was a ripoff. This one, though, I hope I'm not going to be disappointed. Now, feeling it, I know one thing that's in here for sure because they have put it in the bag every year, but we will see. Now, they do wrap them all up inside. Well, I could be wrong about what I thought. No, I don't think I'm wrong. So let's grab this one first. What do you think?
Well, they do have a number on them.
Oh, well, maybe we should do
Number
them
8.
in. Oh, they are numbered. Okay. Well, let's just pull everything out. Here's number 1. Hang on to that. Ooh, this one's big and soft. 6. There's 3. 2. We've got 1. 7. 5. 4. 6. I thought that was 6. I guess that must be 9. Wait. This must be 6. This must go this way. That must be 9. Okay.
Ten.
10. 11. 12. So there's 12 things in the bag. I thought last year there were about 15, but I could be wrong.
Okay, I don't remember.
So anyways, okay, so we've got number 1, so feel it.
Feels sort of like a pouch.
I don't know, it's soft. I don't know. Well, let's open her up and see. They have these nice little stickers on them. See, I'm not saving the stickers. I don't think I could pull them off in one piece anyway. Well, stuck down. They didn't want you peeking. It is a pouch. It is a laundry pouch. No, you got it. It's a mesh pouch.
I guess you can put your stuff in.
So you could put your fabric in there and stuff if you're sorting things out and everything. This is useful. I have several of these type of things, and I do use them as well. So I do find this very useful. Is it real exciting? It's practical. But I mean, it's not good. But then again, some of the things that I thought were exciting in the Missouri Star quilt turned out to be totally impractical. But this will be used. So what do you give it out of 5?
3.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3 because I will use it, but it's nothing to write home about. You know, it's okay. It's practical. It's practical. Okay, so that was number 1. I should keep a list here so we know. So number 1, that's a 3. Okay. All right, number 2. Long and hard. Well, it's not that hard. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I wonder if it's some kind of marking tools in a box or something. You can almost see it through the thing, but... Oh, here, you want to open? Your turn to open. Not that he paid for me of this.
No. I pay it in other ways.
Really? What is it? Sew line. Oh, it's
Quick, convenient, effective way to hold fabrics for sewing easier than pins.
Oh.
Fabric glue pen.
Oh, it's a fabric glue pen. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you ever used one of those?
Years ago, I got something like this and tried, and I didn't really like them. but I don't know who the maker was of it. Well, let's open this up. Let's take a... Oh, bottom opens up easier than the top.
I wonder how it works compared to steam machine.
Okay, so we've got this. And there's your glue. It's a glue stick. Looks like it's come with a... I don't know what that is. Oh.
Oh, it's another glue stick.
Oh, it's okay, it is another glue stick in here, so you have a refill. Now, does this twist up? Yes, it does. It twists up.
Ooh, lipstick.
Let's try it on you. Let's drop the thing on your head. Okay, let's see. What's it like? Well, it feels like glue stick.
I guess it.
I wonder if you have to... Dries clear, water soluble, holds fabric for easier than pins. Okay, there are easy to use. To extend glue stick, hold the fluted grip and turn barrel clockwise. Lightly press glue stick to edge of fabric and guide along length. Press down the top fabric to adhere the two pieces. Always replace cap to avoid glue stick drying out. Easy to refill, tells you how to do that. And that's it. So, I don't know if you're supposed to apply heat. It said press down.
It dries clear and it's water soluble, so it's only temporary.
Yeah, it's just temporary to hold a seam or something.
Yeah.
I don't like Acorn Precision Pressing Solution is not in a stick form. It's a liquid. I don't use it either. I know a lot of people do use these kind of things, especially when they've got small pieces and trying to keep it together. So
I use steam machine, but it's more permanent.
yeah, well, this you don't have to also don't have to let them peel. You just go. So I don't know. I'll have to try and just do an experiment and see how well it holds. I have heard, like I said, I think I had one of these, but not this brand, back many years ago, and I never really got into using
something
the glue.
to give it a try.
Now this, okay, you know what this is for? English paper piecing. When you have to go around and put it, this is what this would be really good for. And yeah, as long as the glue holds, yeah, I think it is useful. Again, I think it's a practical kind of thing, and I may have to give it more of a try because, like I said,
well, it's an opportunity for you to try something new.
Well, I mean, I'm not faulting this as a gift and the thing, because I wouldn't buy one of these.
No,
So,
if you see one, you might think, I'm not sure if I want to spend money on that.
Yeah, because usually these aren't that cheap. So you're not talking $1 or $1.50 for it. So, yeah, so I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. What are you going to give it?
Yeah, 4. I wouldn't mind trying it on my shirt or something.
Yeah, well, you can take it and try it on your shirt and see how it works out for you.
Well, I don't need it right now. But...
I don't know if you're supposed to apply heat. It's just press down the top fabric to adhere the two pieces. It doesn't say whether you use heat on it to set it or it just will hold it. So
I'm wondering how solidly it'll hold, though.
Well, I have a feeling it's temporary, right?
Yeah, I know, but see, when I'm doing seams and stuff like that, I like something that holds very well so that the seam doesn't move when I'm filling it.
Well, you should be using the Acorn, but you could try this too.
Well, no, I use steam machine.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're back to steam machine. Okay, fine. Steam machine. See what I mean about people who do garments? Like, whatever. So what do you give it?
4, I guess.
I'm going to give it a 4. Because I am kind of familiar with this product. It's just for me, I don't use it a lot, but that doesn't mean this isn't worth the effort.
If you need to stick something, you might be able to stick it with that.
Yeah, well, just stick it up here. Okay. Oh. Well, this one you can. There's a little problem with the bags. You can
bags are a little see-through. Yeah.
Little see-through here. So if you're expecting a real surprise, don't look at the bag.
Answer it? Oh, it feels like a book.
Yeah.
It looks like a book.
Smells like a book. Must be a book. A book of what, though?
It's Quilty Password Keeper. Well, good. You write your password.
Oh, and then you lose your book and someone knows all your passwords.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's what the cover of it looks like. It's by Bonnie K. Hunter. It's Bonnie K. Hunter's website organizer. Quilty Password Keeper. So inside... They've got this book belongs to, and you know, it's got your home phone, your cell number, your address, and your Wi-Fi password.
Oh, good. Now, if you lose the book, then somebody and a scammer gets it.
And it's all the pages are indexed, so it's in alphabetical order, like A and that. So you put the website in, your username, your password, and notes.
Oh, great.
Okay, security, security, security. Not. Okay.
I'm uncomfortable with
Yeah,
this.
I don't. This is all right. Yeah, I mean, okay. I know there's lots of people out there, and it says on the back, never forget a password again. I know there's lots of people who are always complaining, I can't remember my passwords for stuff and like that. And they end up writing it down somewhere. Okay. And I know how that feels. I won't tell you what my system is because then you'd know.
Well, maybe if you keep that in a safe that you don't only know
Yes,
the
then you'd have
combination.
to remember the combination of the
Yeah.
safe. Oh, I know it. It's in my book. This one's a hard one to say because in this day and age right now of high security risks and stuff, if you took this book with you on a retreat or to a class and you accidentally left it behind and somebody else picked it up, you know, somebody that maybe not so honest, they get and go, ooh, well, let's take a look at this. I don't think this is very secure.
No.
It's not secure at all. Experts in security tell you that you should not write down your passwords. You should have some kind of electronic encrypted system if you can't remember your passwords to put those in, and then you have like one password you have to remember, but you can access all your other ones that way, which in my way of thinking is more secure than writing this down. This is kind of old-fashioned. So given all of that, I mean, it's a nice little book. Maybe you could use it for other things. Well, maybe not. But I'm only going to give it a 2.
Yeah.
Because in today's, unfortunately, it's a great idea.
I mean,
but
I worked in computer systems, and that's a no-no.
Yeah, with it. I mean, it's a great idea. It's a nice,
It's
little book.
It's a nice little book.
It's well made, nice quality paper. You know, it's got the nice.
I mean, I feel bad because what
Yeah.
happens is somebody gets that and they think, oh, this, especially an older person gets this and they're not very computer literate. They think, oh, this is great. I can write all my passwords down. And then you're somebody in your family that isn't too trustworthy gets a hold of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems with having paper documents these days. So, yeah, all right. Well, it's by Bonnie K. Hunter, and I know lots of people love Bonnie K. Hunter. She's been in the quilting world for years and years and years, and nothing against Bonnie K. Hunter, except that everything I've ever seen her do is what I call old lady. So, old person way of keeping passwords. Okay. All right. Did you feel that one? Yeah, you felt. Okay.
Long and hard.
This is long and I think I already figured this one out. I think it might be a stiletto.
Stiletto.
Yeah.
Seam ripper.
Or it could be seam ripper.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so there's the packaging. Oh, well, there's a lanyard with a carabiner.
Yeah, that's handy.
Yeah, but something else. Oh, it is a Kawartha Quilting pen. Their pens are very nice. I have several of these because they've had them in the bags before. I'm trying to figure this out. It also says Kawartha Quilting Services. I guess you can use this for whatever.
You can use it as a keychain.
Yeah.
Or you can use it as...
I thought maybe this goes on it, but I don't think so.
Or you can use it to hold something.
Yeah. They're always handy.
Yeah.
And a pen is always handy.
They always put something that they brand in the bag.
And this looks like an erasable pen because it's got a... I've made this mistake before. This is if you're using a pad and you use it as a... What do you call it? Pointer or... No. A stiletto.
No.
Type,
yeah, a pointer for your screen.
For your screen. Yeah. For that. They write nice. They feel nice in your hand too. 'Cause this is a fairly nice quality of pen. It's rubberized, holds in your hands, very comfortable. And the carabiner, well, that'll come in handy for something. Whatever.
Carabiner.
Carabiner. Here, just a second.
Carabiner.
Well, why don't I just put it through your nose? You look really cute with that hanging from your nose. Okay, so, all right. Obviously branded objects. Oh, a pen's nice, but I also have to think about how much is paid for the Santa sack. This is branded, very nice little plasticky or metal thing that's on it with their name.
Not sure what I'd use it for. Actually,
I don't know either, and I'm just thinking, can I get something like this at the dollar store? My answer is without the branding. Yeah, I can.
No, I don't know. I've looked for carabiners at the dollars. I can't find them.
Princess Auto.
Yeah, Princess Auto maybe.
Is it a good quality
No, it's just a standard
It's
one.
just, yeah.
I think it's a keychain holder. Like you could clip it to your bag and it has your keys on it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah, same here.
Because dime a dozen. Sorry, Kawartha Quilting, but yeah. Okay, that was number 4. This is number 5. Well, there's a box inside here. And it rattles, sort of.
Thread of some sort? I don't know.
I don't know. Here, you want to open it? Could be thread.
Ooh.
Oh, no, it's not thread. What is it?
It's for making a jelly roll. Jelly roll rugs.
It's
jelly roll rugs.
Yes, it's the thing that makes, if you've ever made a jelly roll.
Bowls.
Or rope bowls.
No, round jelly roll.
Well, no, you can make rope bowls. Well, not rope, but you can make bowls with
it's the thing that squeezes your fabric together.
It's the thing that squeezes your fabric together. If you've ever made a jelly roll rug, you have to fold the fabric over a couple of times, and then this is a little attachment that takes. It's like a bias tape maker.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
I've thought about buying one before, but I made one jelly. Well, we both made a jelly roll rug before, and I said I'd never make another one because it drove me nuts. One of the reasons it drove me nuts though was because I didn't have one of these
in the box.
Okay,
it's hard to get it out. There we go.
That's what she said.
Yeah, there's that.
That's probably the instructions.
I wonder how wide that is.
Do you think the answer's written on my face? What? Okay, I can't get the instructions open. Here we go.
Okay, this has got 2 pieces to it.
Yeah, and that's why you have instructions. Well, I'll have to try it just to see, but it looks kind of involved actually. But
there's 2 pieces here.
Yeah. I did think of buying one once. I'm wondering if there could be other uses for it besides.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of it, because I was thinking like depending on what size your fabric is that's going into it, it may make it something else.
You might be able to make binding with it. I don't know. Let's see. For safe storage, no. Contents. It's in several different thousand languages. Instructions. Place batting on top of wrong side up fabric strip, batting strip. Okay, so it takes both at the same time. Fold both edges to the center and insert. Place B part on the fabric, place it in. Okay, yeah, it folds it the way that. Okay, yeah, this will take some manipulation to figure this out, but I have seen them in the stores before, and as I said,
and it's made by Clover.
Yeah. And they're also they're not inexpensive to buy them.
No.
That's one reason why I never bothered to buy one. I think they were around $20, but I'm not sure.
It's a fabric tube maker.
Yeah. So
okay. It can be used to stitch together 2.5-inch strips of fabric and batting to make rugs, baskets, and more. You may use pre-cut batting strips, either 2 1/4 or 2.5 inches wide. If you cut your own strips, use lightweight batting.
Okay. Do they have, I wonder if they have something showing how to use, instructions included. I wonder if they've got like a YouTube video
I
or
bet
something.
you there is. Probably.
There's probably one of somebody using. I may have to explore this one further. So if you're into making, I would say if you want to make those mats, those jelly roll mats like they're showing on
I
here.
still have a whole roll of that batting.
What,
because
that,
I had
that
thought
stuff
of
with
making
the,
a second one. Yeah.
Yeah, see that, because that's what you use in this.
Yeah.
So
I might give it a go sometime to use up that batting.
yeah. Where does this go? How does this work?
No, it doesn't really say. It came loose together. I don't know.
Well, I know it's got 2 parts, so it must
Yeah.
go, well, whatever, we'll put it in the box. So, okay, this is kind of a hard one to rate too, because I don't really intend to make another one of
Because I
those,
ripped the box when I put it.
another one of those jelly roll rug things, because I told you it was tedious.
Where's the little install?
I put them in the box in there. Just don't play. But I'm wondering if I can find some YouTube videos that show people using this little item, then maybe I'll find some project ideas that I could use it for. So, and I also know these are not really a cheap, like inexpensive item in the quilt stores. I mean, they're overpriced in the quilt stores, and it is a Clover product, and anything by Clover is always overpriced. Because they're a big name.
Yeah, but I always liked some of their products.
Well, their stuff is usually well made.
Because I have a Clover seam ripper, which I really like, and I have a Clover stiletto,
Yeah, and
which I really like.
Yeah, and I really like my Clover stiletto too. So I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah,
out of
actually,
5.
I think so. I mean, I might give it a go because I have the stuff to make a jelly roll rug. So
Okay, that was 5. Let's do 6. Long and hard again. There's a theme running in it. Everything feels long and oh, this one feels like there's some. Oh, no, not another one of those.
What?
A purple thing. I hate purple things. I have several of them.
It is a thing.
Open it.
It's long and skinny.
Yep.
It's a purple
thing. Okay. I swear, anytime I've gotten a box from anybody or they throw in a purple thing, I have probably 3 of these purple things hanging all over the place there. I never, ever use them. I don't like them. They, you know, they're supposed to be a multiple tool.
Corners with it?
Yeah, you can push out corners with it. You can also like thread. There's a hole in it for threading if you were doing a drawstring or something like that, and a few other things. It pushes, pokes, pulls, P-fudges, P-turns, P-stuffs. I'm not sure what that means.
Can I have it?
Make something. Sure, I have 3 of them. Sure as now, but put it here first.
Okay.
I'm giving it 1. The reason I'm giving it 1 is because they're a dime a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten so many of them as freebies for different things and whatnot. I've had people, when I've made ordered a lot of fabric online, I've had them throw one of those in. They're everywhere. Okay, I hate to say this, but this was like, oh yeah, we got some of those laying around. Let's toss them in the bag. I'm sorry, that's the impression I'm getting from it though, because it's just, they're just everywhere.
Well, yeah.
And
okay.
So, and they're not that popular anymore. When they first came out, people were talking about the purple thing, and I think it was because they were going for the name, Purple Thing. Oh, isn't that cute? Purple Thing. Oh, have you got a purple thing? I've got a purple thing. Everybody's got a purple thing. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Okay, can you tell? About what I'm not impressed with. What are you going to give it?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never used it, so.
Okay, it's the one for you too.
I'm always looking for things to poke corners out with.
Well, you can try that. Take it. I've got many of them. Okay, that was what, number 5? That was 6. So this is 7. think it might be a pattern of some sort. And I have a feeling it might be a pattern for making a jelly roll rug.
Yeah, I think it is.
And if it is, no. Oh, yeah.
Jelly roll rug.
Oh, I probably have 3 of those. Because that's another thing that people throw in to...
Well, I'll take that one too.
Okay, well, you can have that. In fact, when we first did the jelly roll rug, we got one of these.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's why I have one, so you probably can't find it.
I probably can't find it
okay. No. This is old stock, in my opinion. This is another, okay, these are on the shelf. We haven't been selling them for a while. Because you see, this is one of those projects that people went all nuts over. And, you know, for a while.
And then last year it was rope bowls.
Yeah.
And this year, and so...
This year it's making the felt bags that I make. No, but it's been done. It's been done to death. Because most people, when they've made one of these rugs, don't make a second one. Because it's tedious. Even if they have... Now, you can see their thought here process, though. They threw in the clover device for that, and then you've got the pattern. Okay, I get that, but this is not exciting. This is not new. This isn't innovative. This isn't... No. This isn't worth what I paid for the bag in there. Like, so I'm giving this a 1. I'm sorry. I have to give it a 1. What are you giving it?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Sorry, Kawartha Quilting. I love you, but I'm... Okay, well, I'll save my comments, right? Because maybe we'll be going to be pleasantly surprised. But not right now, we aren't. Because we both know what this is.
Ooh, it feels like a calendar.
When we picked up our quilt the other day, they had these available for sale on their counter. They get them every year. Now, they are nice calendars.
They are nice calendars.
And I've got... And I didn't get rid of mine. I was always going to do... They usually have patterns in them for about 8 or 10 different quilts. Yep, the art of quilts. And they have really nice pictures, and the designs are really nice of the quilts. But, you know, and this is not a reflection on Kawartha Quilting. This is a reflection on the company that makes these. And I know some of you still use these kind of calendars.
And then they've got,
you know, with the ones with
the back.
And that's all they have in here. There's a folder in here, and it has the instructions for making each one of these quilts. And as I said, some of them I really like from the past calendars, but I've never made them. It sits on my shelf. And where this one's going to fit. So you see down here includes, that's what the, oops, get my fingers out of the way. See down, wrong side. There we go. Down there, little picture. Oh, there's a glare. That's all that, there's a little portfolio in the back, and that's where all the instructions for each quilt are. I probably could. Looks like you're just dying to.
No.
You get right on.
I don't have any nails.
Oh, don't you? What you do? Didn't you get a manicure this week?
Hang on.
Ooh, Kitty has claws. You use your teeth, you usually do.
No, I'm not. My teeth are falling out. So.
Ooh. Because you bite on hard candy.
Yeah, I know that.
My mother always said, don't bite on a hard candy, suck it.
Okay, so here's the wrap.
Just suck it. Okay. So that's the piece of cardboard with a cardboard.
And they have all the year.
So they have a nice color picture of the quilt, which they have the instructions
January, that's February. That's March.
That looks like fun.
Yeah.
So
April.
far, a lot of the patterns are pretty basic.
May.
I made a quilt like that way back. Remember the Kate Fassett one?
June.
Okay, it looks like applique.
July.
Okay, let's put squares together.
August.
You know, there's different colors, but there's not a lot of variety in the patterns in this one.
September. That looks like
They all have a very modern look. Well, they call it an art
like
quilt.
a Peter Byrne.
Yeah, Peter Byrne. Oh God.
October.
Colors in that are interesting. Okay, more
November,
squares.
And December.
Okay. This is a reflection on the company. So show that this is how the patterns come. They're single sheet patterns.
Yeah, here.
And they...
So like the patterns are all on these sheets. For different ones. And it's got... I don't want to get them all messed up. They got templates and
For some of them have templates.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's all there in a compact little thing. Most of them, okay, I think in the past calendars there was a better variety.
Yeah.
This is all a lot of squares. A lot of very simple squares with some sashing on them. That's a reflection on the company that puts this art calendar out, not a reflection on Kawartha Quilting at all.
This year's art calendar.
Yeah. And like I said, this is the third one I've got because I've gotten the basket every year. You're really kind of...
Well, no, I can't get... This thing's flopping around. I can't get it to...
Yeah. Things do flop around.
Okay. So it has a little pouch in the back for your pattern.
So the patterns go in the pouch, just like that.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you needed a quick idea for making a quilt, you know, that would be good. You can use this as a calendar because it is a calendar with the big boxes, you know, with in the old days when we used to write things in the boxes. And I know some people still love that kind of thing to keep themselves organized. So this is also not a inexpensive gift because the price is right on it. It's $25.99 Canadian. And the US price is $17.99. It's by Willow Creek Press, which I believe is an American company, probably. So, you know, I expected that we were going to get one of these because we've gotten one every year. And as I said, I had intended to make some of the quilts and some of the past year ones. And guess what? They sit over there in a pile with other books that I have. So what am I going to give it? What are you going to give it?
2, 3.
I'm going to give it a 3 only because it's kind of an innovative idea to have both something you can use as a calendar and something you have patterns for. I mean, you are getting how many patterns? 12? 12. Okay, so you're technically, even though they're very simplistic patterns, you are getting 12 patterns. Okay, if you were to go out and buy 12 patterns, it would cost you more.
I mean, it would be a good gift for a beginner quilter or something like that.
Yeah, it would be. But then again, we also have to look at it as to the fact that I paid for this. Am I getting value for my money with it?
See, with us, neither one of us use paper calendars anymore.
Yeah.
And
so that part of it is no good. Quickie ideas, palette cleansers. When you're working between, you know, other patterns and you want to do another quilt, but you want something, these look like, and most of these quilts are laptop, it looks, or lap quilts kind of a thing, throws. But of course, looking at the designs on this, I am sure you could make it as big as you want to make it. So, you know, and as Walter said, for a beginner quilter, it's probably okay. It might give you ideas and stuff like that. So,
or as a gift, like if you're looking for somebody.
Yes, if you want to re-gift.
Yeah.
I was thinking of you. Save the cardboard to make it feel stiff. Okay, so we're giving it a 3. All right. Number 9. Ooh, number 9 is big and squishy. Ooh, this might be something. I think this is a type of soft-sided binder or organizer. What do you think?
Kind of feels like fabric or something.
No, I don't think it's fabric. I don't think this is fabric because
might be too light for fabric.
I think it's an organizer of some sort. No. And ooh. It's a tote bag. Oh, it's a
big bag.
big bag. It's called Toteology.
For rulers?
Oh, baby, it is. The Gypsy Quilter. Oh, it might be for rulers.
Oh, it's plastic on the other side. You can see.
Yeah, it's got plastic on both sides. Okay. The Gypsy Quilter. Toteology. Polyester. Doesn't give a name for it.
I guess you can put whatever.
I guess you could put whatever you want. It could be a project organizer. Okay, it's got handles.
And you can use the interior too.
Yeah, it's a big tote. It's a huge tote. It's hard to show, but and so you see you've got opens up all into a big tote, and then it's got these vinyl pockets that all have zippers. And they're deep. I'm not sure what this is for.
Something.
It's another pocket, but
yeah,
lots of pockets. And then on the back, it's got this huge vinyl. So you could use it as a project bag. It's got this huge back pocket.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, actually, this is nice. I'm not sure what I'll use it for. I mean, I think you could get a, let's see, how big's that? You'd probably get some rulers in there.
Yeah, well, the pocket doesn't go all the way across, does it?
Which, this one?
Yeah.
No, this is one big pocket here, and that's two, and then you got this huge pocket back here. So I don't think you get a 24-inch. Well, you might get a 24-inch. Here, hold this for a second. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can get a 24-inch ruler in it. Oh,
Yeah.
Now that's handy.
Now that is, okay, this I'm impressed with.
Yes, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen one of these.
No.
That's, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this one I like. This one will work. Okay, so you're going to the class, you need your rulers out. Plus, you need a lot of stuff in this.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of stuff. I might use it tomorrow. I'm going to put my project that I've got in there. And yeah, I like this. This, I'm giving this a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, that's a 5.
This one. This is a
That's
5 out of 5.
Good one.
That is a rejuvenating factor there. And they're probably not that inexpensive either.
Yeah, Gypsy's the same company that makes that stabilizer that's like battleizer.
Yeah.
But
well, Gypsy makes a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've got several Gypsy products over the years of different things. But that, one, I don't have anything like that. 2, it's a good size. 3, it feels like it's really well made. 2, doesn't feel like anything. There's snot on it. No, that's just scaly. It's just a little piece of plastic. Yeah, you can't feel it, but
yeah, it's substantial. It's got a nice feel. It's got
and the
fairly
vinyls are
thick canvas.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with this.
I think it's like you put a tripod or something in it or something.
Maybe.
Or is there anything that you have that's long?
Long and hard.
Long and
I don't know.
you could put a ruler in there.
You could put ruler in there, like
but, no, but you do.
Oh, you could put your. No, it's too small for a ham. But like,
No,
I don't know what that's for. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I look it up online
and see what
and
they
see
suggest.
what they do with it. It's also padded.
Yeah,
It is. It's got some padding to it too. So I'm intrigued. I'm impressed. That's a 5 out of 5. That one. Yeah. Okay, that was number 9. It's going to be anticlimactic now. Okay, this feels like a fat quarter. Or not a fat quarter. It feels like a farm pack.
farm packs, I think. Yeah, or something.
You can open it.
No, it's something else.
Oh. Oh, it's fabric.
It's fabric.
But it's... Is it
Is
a
it a
panel? Oh, God. Another panel. Yeah, it's by Lewis and Irene. Okay, it's got a line on it, and it's got blocks. Oh, there's instructions printed on it. Instructions. You will need pen, approximately half yard of double-sided fusible webbing, iron, mat, sewing machine, threads, fabric scissors. Okay, so what's it make? Trace over each section using a permanent pen onto the glue side of the fusible webbing. If you trace it on the wrong side of the pen, blah, 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 blah. Roughly cut out the pattern pieces and iron them onto the wrong side back of choosing. Peel the backing from your pattern pieces and lay them onto the correct section of your design and press them into place with an iron. Sew around each section using a matching thread, a blanket, zigzag, or satin stitch work best. Create a quilt sandwich with your choice of wadding and backing fabric and quilt as desired. I still don't know what's supposed to be making. And it doesn't say. Oh, wait, it's a picture down here. For illustration purposes only.
Is it like an applique?
Oh, yeah. It's a raw edge applique. The idea is you use these fabrics to create a wall hanging. And you fuse them onto the fabric. See, there's what the final product's supposed to look like. So the fabric that's in this, all these little blotches of color, they're the colors that go onto the outline of the lion. So when you're finished, this black square has all the colors in it, finishes to look like that. Can you see it? The lion down there. That's what you do with it. I'm so sick of panels in these kind of...
I mean, it's kind of a cutesy idea, but would you do it? No.
I don't think I would do it. Now maybe if I wanted to make a cushion or something and I was into a lion motif, I can't see that I would be, but you could do that. You could make this into
maybe something different to do.
Yeah, cushion. If it's you know, if you're into applique or stuff like that, it might be lots of fun for you to do that.
Save it. So if you get urged to do something weird.
Yeah. I have a box full of panels. But yeah. It's a project. And you know, the one complaint that I've been hearing from a lot of people about all various Christmas boxes and bags and things is that they're saying many of them are filled with cute little projects like embroidery things or applique things or something like that, and no fabric.
Well, this actually has the fabric.
Well, this has the fabric with it. But I mean, like, people want more fabric in these bags, but there's problems with that from a store's point of view.
Yeah.
One, you know, they're not doing this for their general health. You know, they have to cover their costs and make a little bit of money on it. So fabric's expensive. Mm-hmm. And then if you're shipping them, it's going to cost you because fabric is heavy. Interesting idea. I have to look at it. Is there any value for me? Would I do it? Well, the thing is, I have a feeling this panel's probably going to go in my box with my other panels. Maybe someday I'll figure out what to do with the panels. Yeah. Because I'm not a panel person. Although having said that, I've made several quilts this year with panels. You could design a quilt around that. Yeah. This could be the centerpiece of a quilt, you know, and it could be kind of fun, maybe. I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm thinking of ideas for it. So I mean, it's not. I'm not going to.
It's not like It's one of those things that it's like I look at it and think I wouldn't mind giving it a try, but will I ever get around?
Well, yeah.
It's like I've got this paper piecing thing hanging around too, so that I haven't done.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of like embroidery kits and things that came in like Missouri Star quilt boxes over the years and other things, and I threw them in a drawer because I thought at the time, well, maybe I'll give that a try. Guess what? They've been there for years, haven't given a try. I've given a few away.
I've never really seen anything like that.
No, that one's a little different.
Yeah,
From
so
it.
I mean,
I'll say
that's
it's
kind of
unique.
give it something unique.
Um, rating.
3, 4.
I'll only go. I was going to give it a 2 or 3.
3.
I think I'll give it a 3.
3.
Only because there's something about it is a little bit more
It's
unique.
different.
It's different. So yeah,
It's not
I'm
like
going to give that. It's not the run of the mill kind of a thing. So yeah. Okay, that was number 10. This is number 11. I see a theme running through this.
I think it's a jelly roll.
I think it is too. And let's see, what did we get in the bag that might use a jelly roll? Oh, we have a pattern for a jelly roll rug. And oh, we have a tool for making the jelly roll rug. So do you think they're putting us in a direction here? Oh, look. It's a jelly roll. Oh, it's an ugly. Oh, it's Ruby Star. I know a lot of people love Ruby Star.
Actually, it's not too bad.
Not bad.
I think it made good jelly roll rug.
Well, yeah, it would. It's got pink in it, though.
Yeah, it's got pink in it.
But,
I'm not a big pink
but it's
fan.
still a jelly roll. I mean,
Yeah, it's nice.
you can always do, you don't have to do a rug.
There are
with
some
it.
colors that are nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's okay. I mean, okay, we were just saying about getting fabric. Well, we got
I
fabric.
got jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
Whether you make a jelly roll rug
Or
out of
do
it
something
or do
else with
something
it.
else with it.
Yeah, you can always find something to do with a jelly roll. So, I'm going to give it 4.
Yeah.
Also, it's Ruby Star Society. I've never had any of their fabric, but I know a lot of people love Ruby Star. So, and without, I don't want to take it apart to see them because then I'll never get it rolled up again.
No.
So, yeah. So, I'm going to give that a 4 because it's useful. I can use it in any other projects. And if I so desire to make another one of those rugs, which I will not do, I've got a jelly roll for that. So, you know, I've got a basically kit here. They gave me everything.
Yeah.
The only thing I haven't got yet is the batting. The pre-cut batting for a jelly roll.
I have a roll of that upstairs.
And I don't think we're going to get that either because that was 11. So we only have one left, and I don't think you could have gotten it here. Okay, number 12. Oh. You'll know as soon as you feel it.
Glide thread.
Glide thread. Because they sell glide thread there. I buy some like for my quilting. So, and it is, yay! Now, because I use glide thread all the time, and I always like to have a nice variety of colors, and this is sort of a pinky, goldy, rose.
I don't think you have that color, do you?
No, I don't think I do. What's it called? It is Crush, and it's glide. So yeah, that's useful. That goes in my collection. Okay, I'm going to give that, well, I'm not going to give it a 5 out of 5 because it's a color that I don't know.
Yeah, but maybe it's a color. It's a color you wouldn't pick.
Yeah.
But I think it's a color that would be very versatile.
Well, actually, it has a certain neutrality to
Yeah.
it, so it might be. But yeah, okay, I'll give it a 5. What are you going to give it?
You give it a 5.
5. Yeah, because it's glide.
It's
a
thread.
quality product. It's
Thread is thread.
Okay, so here's our rundown. We gave, let's see, we gave 2 1s. We gave 2 2s. We gave 1, 2, 3 3s. 1, 2, 3 4s. And 2 5s.
I still think it was a good bag.
Yeah, I do.
There's a few things in there that
I was a little disappointed in, like the
Yeah.
purple fang. And maybe this is for keeping your pieces together for when you're doing your jelly roll rug. I don't know. I'm probably reading way too much into it.
Yeah, I don't think that's big enough to hold it.
No. I'm thinking of what the bag was like last year in comparison, what I remember.
I think I liked last year's a little better.
I think I'm leaning towards last year's was nicer. And I don't know, I could have this wrong, but I think there were 15 things in last year's.
Mm.
And this year we only have 12. But this is the piece de resistance
that's
in this bag. This is I'm excited about this. I love this. I think this is going to be great with it. So, you know, thinking of that, I think then that you know, I don't regret spending the money on it. Will I buy it again next year? Yes, I will. But if anybody in Kawartha Quilting sees this, I know you've put a lot of effort into this, and it's not easy to do, and you've got a lot of them put together, and it's time consuming and the whole bit. But I think you should rethink some items that are showing up every year, like the calendar. That's getting kind of old. And promotional items keeps your costs down, but got a lot of Kawartha Quilting pens now. And you know, those are kind of anticlimactic. This was great. This for sure was great. And it's nice to get the jelly roll. I think we need to rethink things like this, because in the modern day and age and with security, I think, yeah, this is something that I'm definitely not going to be using.
And I don't even suggest anybody uses that. Because it's not good to write your passwords down.
And I'm just looking here.
It's not a good place to keep your passwords.
This is old. It may not have been, like, I don't mean old as in sitting on the shelf forever, but it's by C&T Publishing. They don't exist anymore. So, yeah, no. Some of the things here are things maybe to try, like this glue pen, the clover thing for doing the rugs, you know, for making the strips for it. So there's those potential there. Do you have some more of it hanging over there?
No.
Okay, well,
where's that? There's that thing for the binding thing.
Well, when you look at this on the table, which you guys can't see in this camera, for what the bag costs, this isn't impressive.
How much would a jelly roll cost?
Well, a jelly roll probably cost you, well, it could cost you quite a bit, actually. It depends. This has got like probably 42 or 44 strips. Yeah, this jelly roll could cost you like,
that's about $60.
Yeah, $60 or something more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and that bag probably costs.
And that bag probably costs. So, okay, I guess when you look at it all laid out, it doesn't look like much. But when you start looking at what the bag would cost, the jelly roll would cost, what that calendar cost as well, and this device, yeah. So there's more here than what I paid for the bag.
Yeah,
retail. So okay. Oh, the glide thread too. Yeah, because the glide thread's like about $7.99 or something like that for a spool like this. So yeah, yeah, I think I did okay for what's price. I don't really buy it because I'm looking to get
everything you want,
everything I want, and looking for something that I'm going to get a lot more value than what I paid for it. I mean, we have to be realistic. They're a business like everyone else. They have to make a little bit of money on this too. I don't imagine they're making gobs of money on this at all, and I don't think that's necessarily their main purpose. I think their main purpose is it's good PR for the company, for Kawartha Quilting. They have this every year. It's fun. Can you put a price on fun?
Okay. Yeah, well, actually, there's some things like that thing with the jelly roll stuff and that. Like, I mean, we made one years ago.
Yeah.
Jelly roll rug. I've got stuff. I've got one of that. I keep looking at it. This batting net for another jelly roll rug. Maybe I'll make one sometime.
Try the
thing, the device and stuff like that. Maybe great. We may be able to use it for something else. So.
And for me, when I first made the jelly roll rug, I was still relatively new, and so I struggled a little bit with it, but now I might not struggle with it as much because, you know, I kind of know more than I did then. So yeah, so that's an opportunity there. So yeah, overall, I am not disappointed. I'm really excited by that bag. Did I mention that I'm really excited by that bag? Because I'm really excited about that bag, that tote bag. Yeah. That for me made the whole thing. Um, so yeah, I would definitely get it again next year. Again. And it's just fun opening it too. So, you know, you got to look at it from that point of view too. Did it bring me some joy? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. So, and it's a difficult thing to pick.
It's a difficult thing because, I mean, like, everybody can throw in a seam ripper
Yeah.
or a stiletto or other things. And you do that one year. Well, you can't do that the next
No.
year. So then you have to go put other things in a bag.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's not easy to figure out what you're putting in there.
I mean, last year, one of the things that got me really excited, and I still have it and I use it, is the flashlight that came in it, the pen light kind of a thing. It's really bright LED. I love that.
And
there was
seam ripper with the light in it too.
Yes, there was. That was something. And at first, when I saw it, I went, "Oh,
yeah,
poop!" I use it all the time.
Yeah,
I don't necessarily use the light, but it's there. But it's a good seam ripper. So
well, actually,
yeah.
the light works good because if you're seam ripping black thread on black fabric, then you can't. Yeah, it's easier to see your threads.
So I don't want anybody to think that I'm coming down on Kawartha Quilting for this bag. I am not. I'm looking at it as I did with the Missouri Star quilt box. I'm looking at it from a consumer's point of view. I was not given this bag to review. I paid for it with my own money. So, you know, I own it with the stuff is there. So I'm looking at the value I got. I can't say I'm walking away from this going, oh my God, it was the most exciting thing I've ever opened. No, but you can't expect that from everything you open. I enjoyed getting it. I liked it. Also, yeah, I remember too, this is part of it. You know, somebody took time to put this together, to make this. And it's a nice bag. In fact, I have last year's and the year before that. I still have them. Should put handles on them and then you can choose them as a thing or whatever. But yeah, but they're nice quality. They're made, you know, that took some thought and some times. And I think all of this took thought and time for it as well. So yeah, I am not disappointed. I think I will use a lot of the items that are there. I think I'll use more of these items in proportion to what I'm going to use out of the Missouri Star quilt. That's for sure. And it didn't cost me as much as the Missouri Star quilt box. So yeah, overall, yeah, if you're thinking next year, if you're in the area and whatnot, and you want to, and you don't know whether you should get one of these, I am going to recommend that it is worth the money. It's worth the fun. Get it. Also, I just want to say one more thing about Kawartha Quilting. They did an excellent job on my quilt. I have never had a quilt quilted by anybody else. I have always, even when I first started out and didn't have a long arm, I did all the quilting myself. So this was the first time I ever had it done by somebody else. And the only reason I didn't do it myself this time is because it was too big for my Lucy. And, you know, maybe that worked out pretty good because I would have taken it down to Tracy at Whirls N Swirls and rented time on her machines, her bigger ones, to quilt it myself. But at the time, Tracy was still recovering from her surgery and everything like that. And so I took it to Kawartha Quilting. And great job. Absolutely great job. No complaints in one way or another from that. And I don't usually have any complaints about Kawartha Quilting. You know, they're one of the two stores that we frequent all the time. We love Kawartha Quilting and Ultimate Sewing. So if you're in the area and you've never been to either one of those, or you're thinking about getting into quilting or whatever, check out either one or both, because I think they're both the best quilting stores in our area. We have other ones, but I think these are the top two with it. So Ultimate Sewing should do one of these. Yeah.
No, they're not organized enough. Emily would hate you.
Oh yeah, she probably would. She's very busy, so I don't think she'd want to do it. But anyway, so yep, that is the Kawartha Quilt Santa bag for 20 25, and I will get it again for next year too. So hope you guys enjoyed our unboxing. You can put your comments in below for us, or send us emails. And next week, what are we doing on So Chatty? No idea. Never have an idea. Someone came up with, though, a suggestion of a topic that I'm going to look into in a little bit more detail. But I'm not going to say any more about that because I don't know whether I will or not. I just noticed my antlers have little ears.
Yeah.
Do you have little ears?
Little ears. Yeah.
Oh, you have little ears too. Oh, okay. Okay, time to go. Thanks
Bye.
for joining us. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.